Hello again, I didn't see you there because you're not in front of me. It's Cepheus here, giving you another game of Starbow, and today, for the first time in a long time, we're gonna have a Terran Kalevi versus a Terran Capri. Both from... I know Capri is from BFFFF. They're probably, they're playing on the European server, and he has a different nickname there. Oh, they're... This was actually played during the last Starbow Ladder Cup, so let me talk about the Starbow Ladder Cup. The Starbow Ladder Cup is a really cool tournament that we have going on for Starbow. It's called the Ladder Cup because you need a certain rank on the ladder system to play in it. That's pretty much the only reason it's called that. It consists of 3 qualifiers and a final event, which has a prize pool. The current season is season 2. We had 1 qualifier event already. We have 2 more qualifiers left, and the next one is next Wednesday. You need a rank C or better on the ladder to participate in the qualifier. And the prize pool currently for the final event, which will be in August sometime, is $400. That's not too shabby. We might even get some more before that happens. Who knows? So we're gonna have a Terran versus Terran, you know, I think I'm just gonna spoil this game a little bit right now because I want to talk about some things. Yes, I feel this is important to talk about, so let's spoil it right now. We're gonna see Kalevi go bio. Yes, he's gonna go bio in TvT, and it's gonna be wonderful. And I've seen a couple of people in the forum like, we don't want to make bio work in Terran versus Terran and Terran versus Protoss. And let me try and argue for why I want to make bio work. And this is just going to be my own opinions, but I think some of the developers at least share this opinion. Now, first of all, last time I watched StarCraft 2, which is a long time ago, I really don't like how bio plays out in StarCraft 2 too much. Especially not in TvP. Like, just... It's kind of hard to describe, but let me try and do it. So generally, for me, this is what bio is for me, and this is what I want bio to be in Starbow 2. Bio for me is first and foremost the Marine, right? Marine is like the backbone of bio. Bio is mobile, high DPS, very low health. And whatever bio needs to do that the Marine cannot do, the bio gets help from other units. But the other units assist and supplement the Marine. They don't replace them. That's particularly why I don't like the Marauder, because the Marauder doesn't like add anything to the Marine in abilities. It just kind of fills in for the Marine in stuff the Marines can't do. And it kind of removes the high DPS, low HP factor, because the Marauders are actually quite beefy. So what I like bio to be is that the support units enhance and help the Marines to strengthen their own role as the backbone of bio, and to deal with certain situations and units that the Marines themselves cannot deal with. And in this way, bio can be very interesting and have more interesting counters, and not be like this blob that just moves around and kills everything. Oh, that was an interesting note there. So Kalevi's going to open Reavers. We're going to see a very fast Vulture in response, and this is a perfect response to a Reaper, by the way. I said Reaver, I mean Reaper. But yeah, like one Vulture like hard counters a Reaper. Like, look at that. Like, there's nothing the Reaper can do as long as he just patrols this ledge. Maybe the Reaper can sneak in. Maybe he can get an SCV kill if he doesn't micro, but that's about it. The Reaper's going to heal up again though, and be annoying. And we got a Goliath really early on. He's getting a couple of Goliaths early on, which is kind of odd. But I've seen some Goliath drops. Goliath... Oh, wow, my voice. Okay, Goliath has kind of been the... It's kind of been the middle unit. Like, okay, if he goes for Vultures and you go for Goliaths, you're in a good shape if you can place them correctly. If you go for Goliath and you go for tanks, you're in a bad shape. But if your opponent goes for Goliath and you're not really prepared for it, you might be in a bad shape. So it's kind of like in the middle there. Oh, I wasn't done ranting about bio. So another thing I want to talk about bio is that if we can, I really want bio to be like an alternative to mech in TvT and TvP. Like, I don't want it. Oh, excuse me. I don't want it to replace mech. I don't necessarily want it to be better than mech. I don't necessarily want it to be viable the whole game. But at least as an alternative opener, to throw your opponent off, to make for some different timing, some different things he has to worry about and care about. Like, just the fact that bio is pretty much completely useless versus Protoss and versus Terran, especially versus Terran in Brood War, man. Bio was so useless versus Terran in Brood War. It had a couple of really weird timings in versus Protoss in rare occasions. But that's one part of one aspect of Brood War I'm actually not too fond about is that you had a whole tech tree that was pretty much useless except for versus Zerg. And here we're gonna have a Banshee, and the Banshee cloaks and the Banshee attacks. And how can Kalevi deal with this? And oh, he can shock. What? Okay, okay. Sorry, I'm gonna have to rewind that. If you didn't get what happened there, let's just rewind what just happened there. Okay, let's slow this down. So shot goes off, the Banshee, yeah. So what happens there, is this normal speed? I think so. Let's look at the time. Yeah, let's look normal speed. So the Ghost has this shock ability, right? There we go, you can read about it there. Launches a shock round at the target area, suppressing mechanical units' attack and reducing their movement speed by 75%. Affected units will regain a portion of their movement speed every 2 seconds. Lasts for 6 seconds. That's not true, it lasts for 8 seconds now. We should change that, by the way. But the rest is true. And it's not every 2 seconds anymore either. But it also disables abilities and reveal cloak units. So he just kind of shut down the Banshee with a Ghost. That's how. And the Reaper just died. But yeah, how cool is that? So this Ghost right here can deal with stuff like siege tanks and vultures and Banshees. It costs 50 energy. It's a skilled shot. Or it's like carefully placed shot. Like it has a projectile that can miss and stuff. But it is AoE. So you can miss a little and still catch some units. So this is a unit that supplements the Marine because it helps the Marine catch the opposing unit. It doesn't replace it. And there we go, another one. Oh, and he misses that one. And he's going to try and go back in. Does he have another shock round? He does. He's going to try and hit with another shock. But it's going to be very difficult because it's going out of target range for these Ghosts. So right now it's all for the Ghost to hit the shock. But Capri has to be so careful with this Banshee. He doesn't want to go too, like, if he gets hit with a shock way over here, he doesn't want to do that. He's going to lose it. Yeah, there we go. Like, if he got hit with shock here, he could have probably survived, although with very little health. But when you go all the way and commit in here and you get hit with shock, you didn't want to do that. It's going to get the missile turret up so you can actually start moving out with this bio unit. Because bio does play out a little bit differently than mech, so you do want to have, generally want to have more bases than your opponent, and he's already doing a good job at that. Although it's just slightly. Another Banshee incoming, man. Capri's just not. Oh, he's got to be so. Dude, stay out of there. Oh, he missed with a shock, though. That was kind of sloppy by Capri, but luckily for Capri, that shock missed. There we go, another shock. What? How did that miss? Oh, yeah, you have like the flyer helper thing you have to hit like down here. 3D, man. 3D. So difficult. Oh, this Geyser is never going to get up. I mean, refinery, whatever. So, and we have. Cloak incoming, we have nukes incoming. It can hold 3 nukes actually. Oh wow, 1 shot from the missile turret does so much damage to the Banshee. But yeah, so and the nukes on the Ghost 2 only does 100 damage, but they have only a 5-second. Oh, another shock. It's gonna miss completely. But it has like a 5-second cooldown time, so you can use that to force siege tanks out of position. But I don't think the range is that long though, so you might want to have to cloak and nuke. So I know Kalevi's been playing a lot with bio lately, trying out different stuff versus Protoss as well. He's kind of our playtester when it comes to bio, and trying to see if that can work. And he's had some success with it. When Protoss is loose against it, they go like, "This isn't supposed to happen. What is this?" And it's not like it's unbeatable. You just have to learn and know different timings and different ways of dealing with it. You can't just pretend it's mech and expect to win. You have to actually play differently. And he's gonna catch another Banshee. Banshees Capri are flying dangerously close to places they shouldn't. The forbidden places. So Capri is playing boring mech. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Mech is really cool. Don't get me wrong. Is he gonna get some mines? Mines would actually be quite useful. I know I say mines would be useful versus bio, and you say, like, what? Bio Marines just kill mines so fast, they don't ever go off, and that's true. But when the Marines stand here and kill mines, they get blown to death. Blown to death by siege tanks. Man, that was an awesome word. Look at this tiny force from Kalevi. I think Capri seriously could just unsiege an A move and win right now, to be honest. Oh, he's gonna try and move it. Ooh, he's gonna cloak! Is he gonna nuke? Or is he gonna shock? He's gonna shock. He's gonna. Okay, so shock forces unsiege from tanks, and then he stims and goes in, and he tries to pick off the siege tank. It's gonna be so hard though. Okay, a nuke and more shock. He's gonna try, and it has so few units, and he forces so many unsiege, and the nuke lands. Bam! So many almost dead siege tanks. So yeah, the nuke only does 100 damage. It actually doesn't even kill a siege tank. And he got the Banshee. Oh, and he could get one more siege. 1 HP left. Come on, come on. No, it's too late now. In the meantime, we had a drop, but he just had to stop dropping and do all the things. A couple of nukes incoming. 1 siege tank. That's kind of, yeah. That's kind of an odd drop, but it's gonna kill some workers. Eventually. Here we go. Workers, attack! He's gonna go! Okay, okay, only got 1 kill. That was kind of sad. Oh well. But man, that attack from Kalevi was so awesome. He's kind of trying to spend his money. It's so hard with Bio. He only has 2 barracks. That's why he doesn't have any units. Come on, throw up like 3, 4 more barracks. Please, please, for the love of everything. Okay, in the meantime, sneaky, sneaky ghosts are gonna nuke. Okay, just 1 ghost with 1 nuke. He's probably just gonna scan and see that. Because you see his opponent, you see like the big old thingy. Oh, he scans in the wrong location. He doesn't know he comes from there. He's gonna does so much damage again. He has to, okay, only has to repair though. Unfortunately, I had repaired. Oh, go away, go away. Sneak in the corner. You can't see me in here if I just stand still. Capri's like totally sees that ghost. Oh, I love this build. This is gonna have another one. Where is he gonna nuke from? Oh, he's gonna try and sneak in. Come on, there we go. But you, I think he sees that one. Oh, the scan misses. The scan misses. And BAM! Oh, that was so many workers. 15 workers killed. Sorry, I'm just so excited to see this strategy kind of working. And he's gonna deny the space too with a very tiny force. Like seriously though, Capri, like yes, I'm saying this is working, but Capri could have just A-moved and killed his opponent a while back, but whatever. Now we're gonna get finally some more barracks. Look at that money. In the meantime, we should be expanding too. He's not doing anything. Lazy Kalevi, just microing that his heart out. Another nuke? Where is it? Okay, there it's coming from. Okay. If that would have hit, that could have actually killed a couple siege tanks. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. Bio is like viable, but this is like nowhere close to just having a ton of marauders stimming and going and hoping you're killing the siege tank. This is methodical, difficult. This is awesome, man. This is like if Flash was playing Starbow, like he would be awesome with Bio, and it would be marvelous to behold. Like it's not like, yeah. When I say I want Bio to work, don't misunderstand that. Anyway, so we got this base coming. He really should mine these patches out. I want to see if the chat says anything. Oh, the sneeze. Oh, another nuke, and it dies. Well, worth trying. Oh, he spends a nuke every time he does that, though. Sorry about the sneeze, by the way. That was kind of loud. I do have the most epic sneezes. I have horrible sneezes. They actually smell bad somehow. I don't know how a sneeze can smell bad, but my sneezes smell really bad. Okay, too much information. So, Kalevi's actually ahead in quite a lot, especially in army supply. Well, I think siege tanks are only 2, like, yeah, they're only 2 supply in Starbow. So like, these 2 guys have the same supply as this fat sucker, so yeah. And these are fat suckers. People are actually complaining that the siege tanks are bigger than they should be. When it comes to like siege tanks feeling big and clunky, that's mostly due to the pathing. The pathing actually makes siege tanks quite stupid now. They do get stuck on everything now. So that's more due to pathing than their size. But reducing their size might help that though. So we'll have to think about that. So it's game's gone a little bit stale. We have a lot of just bio. I think he could go for a couple of siege tanks with the bio, but he's just gonna stick with pure bio. Like, I wouldn't mind just seeing like a complete mech transition from Kalevi now, as he is in a better position than his opponent. Like, I don't think bio has to stay viable the whole game, but the fact that he could contain his opponent as bad as he could and kill so many siege tanks as he has done is awesome. With the tactics he have used. Oh, and I like this. Now he's making the Banshee. That's perfect because his opponent doesn't dare to make a single more Banshee now. And he doesn't have any anti-air. If he makes Goliath, he's just going to get owned by his shock and stimmed Marines. So he needs to make siege tanks and his opponent can make Banshees. This is awesome. This is a cool unit interaction. I like it. I like it a lot. In case you didn't notice, I kind of like this game. So we got a lot of Banshees. They're all very well hidden. I don't think Capri knows about it. He doesn't know. Don't tell him. So, just more bases going up. Kalevi scouting everywhere. Capri has, he's never, this is another thing to note. Capri has not made a single attempt to attack this entire game. Sure, he tried some Banshee harass, but that's it. He's never unsieged his tanks and pushed forward, ever. This whole game. He's been afraid of shock and nuke and bio. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of been a little bit of irrational fare. I think there were some timing windows he had where he could have just unsieged a move and just won the game. I like this though. He's okay. Here we go. So many cloak banshees. He's gonna go for the upgrade. Well, missile turret first, but yeah, that's like 5 cloak banshees. I mean, 5 banshees in general, and he's gonna get the upgrades. At least one of them. And there's really nothing. Okay, he's making a ton of Goliaths and a Viking, but He doesn't really have any Goliath, does he? He has 2 somewhere, and that's not enough. And he's gonna get both of the upgrades. Really nice from Kalevi here. Oh, there we go. And he's gonna get a lot of workers. He's killed a lot of workers this game so far. Yes, with the nukes too. And he is a little bit, he's actually quite a bit ahead in the workers. Oh, oh, splash damage from the Vikings. Gotta be careful. Gonna get a siege tanks for his effort. Might lose a Banshee. No. Just a lot of damage Banshees. Yeah, he did lose a Banshee to the Goliath, I think. And there's a fly on my head. Please go away. Okay. That supply depot is very important because armories are being repositioned. Okay, Capri is finally moving out, and Kalevi's a little bit reluctant. He doesn't wanna attack this. He has less marines than there are siege tanks, right? Okay, well, he has more right now, but it just looked like, oh, what? The army of ghosts is approaching. How many ghost academies? Only 3 nukes, though. I think it would have been wiser to have more ghost academies. You can just like nuke like crazy. Oh, but see, these siege tanks can't do anything. There's so many Banshees out here now, just forcing them back. Yay, a Goliath. Good luck with that. Yeah, you need a lot more than 1, dude. And the Viking helps a lot, especially when they're so damaged. But the Viking's gonna get picked off by the Marines if he's not careful. Oh, that save with Matrix. Well, it was kind of unnecessary, but it looked really cool. Oh, he can't get the shock. He can shock the Viking! That was quite a shock. Ah, put a psh. Oh, actually got away. Go nuke, go nuke, go nuke, go nuke. Oh, and he wants to get him into like a good position. Ah, that was, he wanted, oh no. That's how the overkill engine works in Starbow. That was like 1, 2, 3. He got shot by like 9 siege tanks. That's a lot of damage. Anyhow, Capri's gonna slowly move out, and this is gonna be a little bit dangerous, but Kalevi needs to pay attention or he's just gonna lose all his units. There we go, we're gonna nuke incoming, he's gonna have to shock so much. And go smart casting shock, go open. Ah, the nuke falls, it almost kills his entire army. Okay, there we go, softening up a lot of siege tanks. He can go back, shock, and try and move. Okay, no, he's just gonna stay back. That was so scary. He was like, he didn't think that nuke was actually gonna go off, but it did. He keeps remaking the nuke stuff really well. That's nice. Well, at least one of them. He can make even another one. Yet another one. Kalevi very high up in supply. He's gonna go for. Okay, there we go. More Ghost Academies. And Reapers. He has the elite Reaper training. He could maybe play some mines and be annoying with that. Ghosts are gonna try and get away. Shock your way to safety. There we go. Yeah, Cloak doesn't actually use energy. It's just a cooldown ability, I think. Yeah. He's gonna try and kill the mister. It's gonna take forever. Not to do 150 damage to. He's gonna land it, but it's not enough. Oh, it's gonna burn down. No, it's gonna repair it with 4 SCVs. It's gonna repair so much. Well, that was actually really close. Kalevi has the interesting high ground position here. Why is he killing his own stuff? Here we go. Kalevi is gonna aim him into siege tanks. I don't know if this is gonna work, but there's so many good shocks. So gets every single Viking. That's actually huge, but he doesn't really have the DPS to deal the damage with them. Okay, he tries to shock again, but he actually cleaned out one of the defensive positions of Capri, forcing so many unsieges with the shocks. More nukes incoming. Ghost hard countering. Ah, he's gonna land. Oh, very nice. Splitting the units away from the nuke. And wow. Kalevi's just pushing with mass nuke marines, and he broke siege tanks with it. Okay, that might be almost too good, but that was sick to watch. I'll give him that. No matter if this is OP or not, that was awesome. Well, Kalevi was in a dominant position though, so even if he had held that, I think he still would have won the game. But yeah, I think this game is pretty much over now. Capri can never take a 3rd base again, I think. And man, that push was awesome to behold. He's gonna deny the upgrades yet again. GG, well played.